Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're absolutely fine and you're safe with your family. So in today's video we're gonna see how we can send a report to our business users or to an email ID. So this is basic requirement. You might know already that every RPA process has this requirement where we need to send a report at the end of process execution. So this report could be like your execution report where you specify what all record, where you specify like which records were successful, which were failed, and sometimes the stakeholders or the executive needs kind of report from a portal on which you do some validation or apply some business rules, and then based on certain criteria mark few records and send that report to them over the email or maybe as an attachment. So in this particular video, we're going to see how we can send such reports as a mail body, not as an attachment, to actually, you know, show you or to give you a better idea on that. I have created one input file so that which I mean, this is the input file which we're going to use, and this is the data which we're going to send on mail. So if you see, like, the header rows are in blue, and then few records are like based on the condition, like if you're getting if the marks are less than 33 then it's red, and then if the marks are greater than 75 or equals to 75 then it's green. So we're going to see how we can implement this in UiPath, and what are all properties or what are all different tags which we're going to use, HTML tags which we're going to use while creating the mail body, while creating such mail body. So basically the concept for sending mm, you know a tabular form data in mail is basically by can be achieved basically by using an HTML with few tags like table, tr, td. These are the tags which we're going to use, and there are certain styling properties or certain attributes like coloring, bg color, then your style color to give the font color, change the font color, all that. So there are so many available tags or so many different attributes which we can use to create this HTML mail body. But in this example we will keep this very basic and show you like how we can actually send this kind of you know data into mail body. So let's quickly close this and jump on UiPath Studio. I have already created one sample, not sample, actually this is a sequence which I have already created. To quickly start, let's drag and drop few activities. We need assign, we need read range, and we need to loop through this record, so we will need this also. Okay, so read range basically to read that input file. So input file is stored over here. I'll just quickly just update the correct sheet name. We are reading all data, so we will keep it as this. And in the properties tab we want to store this in a new variable which we call this tt output. Okay, we read that file for each. Let's do this tt output, and in this we gonna do one thing, copy this, paste here, and in the beginning also we will do. So what we gonna do with this, let's create one variable which is nothing but a mail body. We will name this variable as mail body. Okay, and then enter. Copy this here, copy this. Okay, here. This activity is basically I have commented out because I'm using SMTP send mail activity, and which I have already added my password, and as I'm not taking my password from message but message, so I've hard coded it in the attribute. So I've kept it here ready. I will explain you what all properties are required while you're sending an HTML mail body. So I will explain that, but yeah, this is already ready for this example. Okay, so to continue here, what we are doing basically is we gonna update this variable. I mean, we will initialize this with what, with a basic HTML tag. And if you don't know about HTML, you may definitely refer to, you may always refer to actually Google and understand what HTML tags does and what are the purpose of those tags. Okay. So in this example, let's quickly start with HTML, create a body, then add an table, and in that table, I'm gonna add a tr. See, in this scenario, I'm just hard coding the header row because I'm gonna change certain column names. But if you want, you can actually do this by reading the data columns dynamically and then adding in this tds. Okay, so we have four columns, so let's quickly add that 4 tds. Perfect. So we are done with tds and we have added our header row. So you can see, like, this is just the initialization part where we are initializing the HTML part. Okay, HTML tags, we have started HTML body table, then the tr, and then we are closing the tr here, and in that we have different cells. Okay, let's name them. The first cell would be student roll number, second would be what was that, student name, I guess. Yeah, student name. Third would be the marks. Okay, marks obtained and subject. Perfect. We are done with our header. Now let's see. We initially, let's just write mail body starts. Then here we are using our mail body again because we gonna append that rows, so I will use that again, and then from here what I will copy is this, so that I make sure that I am using always 4 tds, nothing extra than that. So keep it, open it in advance, paste it here. Perfect. Okay, so this is string. So what we're gonna do, add our double tags and replace these values for now with, just remove this thing, and we will use our row where we are getting the row from our Excel sheet. So okay, so this is okay. So in this we gonna do one thing, double quotes plus plus, and then just add row. So always column starts in this case is from 0, and then we will add two string. Okay, so we have the data here for the column 1. This is for the column. So what we can do is copy from here and then paste it here. Just change the index of the column. Fine. Paste here, change the index this, and then again paste here, change the index to 3. Perfect. So we have that values added here, and we have our tr, which we dynamically appending to our mail body, initial mail body, and then we are appending all those rows dynamically. Perfect. So we are done with this. We initialize our body, we started our HTML tag here with header row, then we are adding the rows from the data table into our mail body. Okay, and then in the end what we need to do is basically close our main HTML tags, right, which we have opened in this in the initialization stage, in the I mean this particular way, where we have actually started our mail body. We have certain open tags like table, body, and HTML, so we're going to close this here. So the first tag we're going to close is basically the one which is most table, then body, and then HTML tag. Perfect. Okay, So the HTML body, I mean our mail body is ready here. Now what we're gonna do is use our SMTP, or maybe you can use send my outlook activity also, but in this scenario, in this particular video, I'm going to show you how to actually use SMTP mail send mail message. Okay, there are few properties which you need to make sure you pass values to, which is port, your SMTP server port, and then your server. In my case, I'm going to use the Gmail server, which is gmail smtp.gmail.com, and the port number is I guess it's 587. But yeah, you may always refer to Google and see the correct port number which Google SMTP server is on. So yeah, these are the two properties which you need to pass. Body, subject, all these are like mandatory things for your mail body. And when we are sending an email with HTML tags, make sure you always check this: is mail HTML true? This is the important thing. If you don't check this, or whatever you are sending this in as an HTML, whatever we have written as this tag, this will be shown in the mail. Okay, so we will in this example, I have already always kept this property as checked. So whenever you send a mail, or whenever I execute the process, whatever mail I will receive, it's basically an HTML mail. So what things we need to keep in mind is, whenever you are sending mails with tags, make sure your this option is checked. And it's not like that this option is only available in SMTP activity, it is available in send outlook mail. Okay, so to show you that, I'll just drag and drop and see his HTML, his body HTML. So it's there in Outlook as well as it's in Exchange server. So far what we did is basically, we have this mail body ready, and we just uncomment this part so that we can send the mail. Okay, I have uncommented my SMTP mail message, and let's just execute to see like if we are getting the data in the tabular format or not. Okay, so let's see, the process execution started. Perfect. So in 9 seconds execution completed. We're gonna see, okay, we got a mail. Perfect. So far we are good. I mean, we send that mail in a tabular format. Let's just add coloring to this, you know. So what to do, how to do that? Okay, so it's very basic thing, like it said, sending an email with an HTML, which means you're going to use certain HTML tags to add that coloring um, in your mail body. So what to do? So basically, let's write eg color here, and then just define maybe indigo, let's see. Okay, and then in the style also, let's define style equals to color white. Okay, let's see if this will actually change the color of the tr. Okay, so okay, I think I did a mistake. I just added that into a td, so we need to change the header row, right? So we're gonna add the same tags to our tr is nothing but it's a table row, and td is nothing but cell. Okay, so did that, close, great. So now how do we basically add that condition on basic, like the like in our input file, right? So we have what I have explained you previously is, if the numbers are less than 33 or equals to 33, then we should mark them as red, and the numbers which are greater than mm, you know mm, like greater than 75 or equals to 75, mark them as green. And for the numbers which are like less than this less than 75 and greater than 33, we should keep it as white only. Okay, so to do so, we gonna just use certain control statements. So control statement is nothing but like our if statement. So Let's do this. Add this here. Okay, quickly. We have row in this, so convert. Let's use the convert dot to int 32, and then I guess marks are there in row column 2, which is 1 2. Yeah, correct. So we have that. Okay, so to string, and then great, less than equals to 33. Then what we're gonna do is mark that cell as, mm, okay, I'm just writing this to this, and then marking that particular cell as red. So we have that TD, we're gonna put that BG color to equals to red. Great. So this will mark that particular cell to red where the marks are less than equals to 33. If you want to mark the TR, then you can use the same attribute BG color equals to red on this TR, TR tag. Okay. Okay. So we are done here. Okay. What is this? Okay, great. Less than equals to 33. Show me else part as well, and then I will paste this and put it here. Okay. Now what exactly we have done is less than or equals to 33, this condition is handled. So we gonna handle the other condition by adding another if tag here, and again dragging, dropping this here. Let's copy this command from here and then paste this here. Maybe just write 75 and change this condition greater than. Show me the else part. Copy this and just paste over here. Perfect. And then mm, verify that TD. We need to show this as lime or green, whatever you want you can write. Okay, and in this scenario we gonna, let's change this. We're gonna just mark this as yellow. Okay, whatever else record we have, we will mark it as yellow. Okay, perfect. And this is how we do the coding. Okay, basic conditional thing we have added a condition less than this. We defined a different tag here, and for the other condition we are defining different tags like colors or whatever the colors we need, we are defining based on the condition. Okay, that's done. Now quickly do one more thing. We will add our, heading of this mail, maybe kind of like a h1. H1 is nothing but another tag for headers. So h1 starts like from head h1 to h1 to h6, and then you can use and you can google it like what is suited for your process and how you want to configure it. So let's just name it as student report marks report. Perfect. So this is how we did. We added another tag and wait. See. Okay, do one thing. Let's add that in a paragraph so that it's separated from this line. Perfect. And you can use any HTML tags, right? It's not like that you have to use same thing. You can Google, you can use as many as you want. Okay, but make sure whenever you're using it, make sure you're ending it properly, and the is body HTML, that option is selected. So let's just run this file to see if we are now getting a colorful mails or not colorful mails, but means colors in our in the mail body or not. Okay, the process is executing and got here. The process just now finished, so we got a mail, we have that. Okay, so if you have less than, if the marks are actually less than or equal to 33, then it is in red. If we have greater than or equal to 75, then it's green, and then all others are like yellow. So in same way, if you want, you can you know optimize your report or optimize the body of your email and then send that mail to business. In this particular scenario, what I have done is, because the data is dynamic, and the TRs and TDs are little dynamic based on the data table which I am using, or the input file which I have used. But in certain scenarios where we need to just update few arguments, like what you can do is basically create all this HTML in a text file, s- okay, and store it in one location. Read the text file, use string.format, method, and then replace certain arguments in that, and then send that body as send that, in that, use that template, and consider that as a mail body, and send it to the required mail recipient. So yeah, this is how you basically use, and you can use any HTML tags like font family, font size, italics, bold, whatever you want, you can use in this. And this is how you will get the report, or this is how you will get that particular mail body with the HTML and color coding, or whatever settings you have done. Always keep in mind that whenever you are sending any mail with HTML body, make sure you always check the property is always selected, is body HTML. I think that's all from my side on this particular video. And if you have any concern, if you have any questions on this, and if you facing any issue to, to implement this part, do let us know. Do put your comments on the videos so that we can help you with your queries. Also, if you like the content, I would request you to subscribe my channel, and like the videos, and come put add your comments on the videos. Till then, stay safe. Thank you.